For the opening scene, we decided to use an establishing shot as we felt it would create a clear link between the lyrics and the story. As we introduced to the artist, we used a mid-shot because we wanted to keep the story open to interpretation. We decided to use several angles in the beginning lines of the scene as we felt that it didn't reveal too much of the story while still allowing us to highlight his emotions. We also instructed our actor to keep eye contact with the camera as it allows the audience to connect with the artist and feel his emotions. This is also highlighted through the flashback scene of the arguing couple. As we introduced to the couple, we chose to use an additive dissolve transition as it creates the effect of a flashback, allowing the viewer to have an understanding of the relationship. We wanted to use a harsh cut to introduce this scene as it emphasises the disconnection between the couple and is further highlighted by their body language.
We decided to film our video in black and white as it emphasises the breakdown of a poisoned relationship, which is also illustrated in the scene where the female actress is placed on a plain black background, with the light only highlighting the right side of her face, representing the two sides of the relationship. We then used a crossfade to show the couple together as she slowly fades, representing his loss of her. We have then shown the artist walking towards the church as if he is looking for salvation through the church, yet this is then contrasted when he bangs on the door as it shows his frustration, which is further emphasised by the harsh cut while still linking to the lyrics. We also used low-angle side shots to show the actress' dominance over him, and also creates a distance between the couple. We used low-key lighting as it conforms to the genre as well as highlighting his face and disheartening emotions between the couple.
When he looks up, it shows his power and addiction to their relationship, which is then contrasted in the next few lines as he walks towards the church as if looking for redemption from the relationship. The cross dissolve creates a softer cut highlighting his grief. The rising of his head in mid-pray suggests he is looking for happiness through a religion that he doesn't have faith in. We wanted him to drop on the beat to create a strong dramatic effect, as well as showing his inability to accept his emotions and trust religion. We then decided to have a high angle to show the actor's insecurities, which is further supported through the eye contact he makes with the camera and how he shakes his head at the end of the verse.
By using a high angle, we have shown his power and frustration within the relationship. By placing him next to the church window, we have further emphasised the storyline of his relationship with the church, again highlighted by the panning of the church in the coming scenes. The fast cuts between side shots and long shots creates a build-up to the high tension between the couple. By placing him in front of the tombstones, it brings forth questions about the ending of their relationship. We decided to have him walk towards the camera to show his anger. The hostility presented within the relationship is then emphasised through the flashback of the arguing couple.
During the argument, the artist is singing as we wanted his emotion to be shown through the lyrics. This is highlighted when the female actress tries to walk away from the argument and he pulls her back, matching the words of the lyrics. We have several shots of the couple standing together. We did this to show the disconnect between the couple, which is shown through the separated body language and emotionless facial expressions. This also represents how they are growing apart. The cross dissolve between the couple and the artist looking up alone shows his struggle with being alone. This is further emphasised by the low lighting as it creates a nostalgic atmosphere.
As he sings This Is Hungry Work, he is looking at the camera before walking away from the girl, showing his anger. This links to the lyrics as well as creating an emotion that the audience can relate to. The additive dissolve used after this scene shows the male character's regretful memories. We decided to have him standing in front of a church window and use a low angle as it highlights his power, yet as he looks up, it suggests he is looking for a higher power.
We repeated the scene of him standing still and looking directly at the camera to further emphasise his sorrow, which is also shown through the low-key lighting. During the following scenes, we used a zooming technique at the end of the shot, as well as putting in time with the music and the next scene of the female actress looking up. This was done to make the section more intense due to the lyrics sung and the emotions presented in both actors. When the actors are together, the lighting tends to be dark with only a few sections showing a glimmer of light when together. In the dark room locations, we have used minimal lighting, and in one particular section when the lyrics say, "No sweeter innocence," we decided to increase the lighting on one side of his face to reinforce the different emotions, as well as the idea of his innocence without her.
As he sings Only Then I Am Clean, he looks to the camera to show a search for purity. This is further emphasised through the fact that he is looking up to the light as if pleading to God. Towards the end of the video, we see the couple in a dark room. Due to the low angle, the female seems larger, thus having more power over him. He is also placed in a darker setting, showing his submissiveness. In the last lines of the song, we again had him looking up at the light before turning away from it, highlighting his loss of the relationship. As the guitar strums its last notes, the artist is walking away from a grave, as well as the camera. This leaves the relationship story ambiguous as the audience is unaware of how the relationship has ended.